Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1983 Detroit Tigers season replay. Today's matchup is between the Detroit Tigers and the Baltimore Orioles at Memorial Stadium. On the mound for the Tigers is Tom Filer, whose record is 4-1 with a 3.91 ERA. And pitching for the Orioles today is Mike Boddicker, whose record is 3-3 with a 5 ERA. So we got the 50th win of the season yesterday. Tigers won 6-1 over the Orioles. That's back-to-back wins, which makes me feel a little bit better about the way things have been going. We had a big home run from Mickey Hatcher. He had a double in that game too. And Joaquin Andahar got his first victory as a Tiger pitcher since we traded for him. And so I do feel a little bit better about our situation. And because of that, I made a trade today. I want to say that this is a trade that maybe doesn't mean a lot, but I guess we're going to find out. Let me show you what we did. I'm going to go right to transactions before we start this ball game. And you can see here, I traded our boy, Guy Solars, who was on the verge of going to arbitration at the end of this year, a player that we probably would have re-signed, but we would never have kept. We are so deep at third base that he is expendable, in my opinion. And I traded him for a useful player, Steve Mura, from the Padres, who made 7 starts this year. Not great numbers, not great ratings, but a pitcher that we can utilize right now. He does go to free agency at the end of the year. Not a lot to add to our payroll, although we are already over and we are already going to lose money. But he does go to free agency at the end of the season, probably will not be re-signed. But what he does do is he shores up our rotation with a veteran until we can get Dan Petrie back in 24 days. So he'll be back before the end of the month. So what we've done is we've put Steve Mura in the number 5 spot, and we moved Morris Madden, who came up, got 1 spot start. And he did okay, but I don't even think Morris Madden is part of our future, even though he was our highly rated prospect for the first couple of seasons. So we have Tom Filer in the number 4 spot. We have Steve Mura in the number 5 spot. And then when Petrie comes back, he will take the place of one of the 2 of these pitchers. Now, Filer does have minor league options, so we can send him down, and there's no penalty. If we decide to replace Petrie with Steve Mura with Petrie, Steve Mura would have to be released or traded because he's under a major league contract. So these are my rules. This is something that I impose upon myself, not something the game does, because that's what would happen in real life. You just can't send a AAA player to the minor leagues without clearing options, and that there's no way to know if that would happen. I would just have to flip a coin or something, right? Which is not a bad idea, but not something that I really want to try to do. So those are the 2 options that we have. So welcome Steve Mura to the team. Maybe we'll get a baseball card made of Mura. Maybe it won't even be worth it. He might only be on the team for a couple of weeks. But nonetheless, he is our number 5 starter. So a good strategic move. If we lose another pitcher to injury down this stretch and we're still somehow in it, then, hey, we've got another starter that we can go to, a reliable veteran. Okay, so let's get started with today's game. As always, I appreciate everyone following along, like and or subscribe. I did make a new video today of a Fairfield Collector's Edge football card box. And those boxes are usually pretty bare when it comes to getting good cards. And I actually got a really great card in it. So I'll have that video at the end of this video here today if you want to check it out. Okay, so Tom Filer on the mound. Wow, the current Baltimore lineup is batting .364 against him, only 22 plate appearances. All of the bullpen is available. Our lineup versus the right-hander Mike Boddicker. We've got all the good guys back in the lineup today. We do have 4 Tigers that are listed as tired now, which include Whitaker, Rickey, Hatcher, Murray, and Trammell, all listed as tired. Okay, let's go ahead and do the official lineup rundown for the Tigers today. Batting leadoff, playing second base is Sweet Lou Whitaker. Batting second in center field is Rickey Henderson. Batting third and DHing today is Greg Brock. Batting cleanup, playing third base is Mickey Hatcher. Batting fifth, playing first base is Eddie Murray. Batting sixth and catching today is Terry Kennedy. Batting seventh in right field is Glenn Wilson. Batting eighth in left field is Kirk Gibson. And batting ninth, playing shortstop is Alan Trammell. Let's take a look at Mike Boddicker, making only his 11th start of the season. He's been injured every year since we started the sim. He is 3-3 this season with a 5 ERA, 44 Ks in 68 and a third innings pitched. Opponents are batting .289. He does have 2 complete games. His fastball tops out at 89 miles an hour, and his ground ball percentage is 48 and a third percent. His slow curve is his best pitch, rated at 89. There's his changeup, rated at 81. He's the guy who's got the Fosh ball, which I think Dave K mentioned, and I forgot what he said a Fosh ball is. But I've got to look that up. What does a Fosh ball do? Okay, overall, he is rated an 86. He's 25 years old. He goes to arbitration at the end of next season. 1983 was his rookie year in real life. This is his 1984 rookie baseball card. So I guess he did pitch against us recently. Yeah, he went 8 2/3 innings, giving up 4 runs on 9 hits. He had 6 Ks, got the no decision. Okay. Let's take a look at the Orioles defense. Hey, they have Rick Manning and his Gold Glove are back in the lineup today, out in center field. Everyone else remains the same. So, okay, here is Sweet Lou leading off against Mike Boddicker. 1-2 count to Lou, popping it up, carrying to left field, where Bannister makes the catch, 1 down. That's going to bring up Rickey Henderson. Henderson sharply hit ground ball to second. 2 quick outs for Boddicker. This is Greg Brock. Take a look at his game log. He is on a 16-game hitting streak, and actually 18 of his last 20 in this 20-game stretch here. So he is maybe as hot as any Tiger's been all year. Batting .321 overall, but .349 versus right-handers. And he strikes out. Oh, no. I just put the kibosh on him right now. Oh, no. We go to the bottom of the first inning. Let's take a look at the Orioles lineup rundown. Batting leadoff, playing left field is Alan Bannister. Batting second, playing second base is Wayne Krenchicki. Batting third and DHing is Greg Luzinski. Batting cleanup, playing first base is Jim Traber. Batting fifth at third base is John Castino. Batting sixth, playing shortstop is Robin Yount. Batting seventh in right field is Ken Singleton. Batting eighth and catching is Ray Smith. And batting ninth in center field is Rick Manning. Okay, let's take a look at Tom Filer. Not having a horrible season. Making his 14th start, he's 4-1 with a .391 ERA. More walks than strikeouts, that's always bad. Opponents are batting .254 against him, no complete games. His fastball tops out at 90 miles an hour. He is a ground ball pitcher, 42.2% of the time. His fastball is his best pitch, it's rated at 82. He's got a slider that's just below league average. He's got a curveball that is horrible. Overall rated a 77. He's only 26 years old, goes to arbitration next year.
If we take a quick look at his log, he did make a start against Baltimore back on June 23rd. 6 2/3 innings, giving up 2 runs on 7 hits. Got the no decision. Not a bad performance. Prior to that, he did make a start against Baltimore back on May 4th, which did not go so well. 6 innings, giving up 3 runs on 6 hits and 4 walks. Took the loss. His only loss of the season, in fact. So here's the Tigers' defense for today's ball game. Gold Glovers, first, second, and center field. And keeping in mind, we have 4 players who are listed as tired. I don't know how that's going to affect the defense. I guess we'll find out. Here's Alan Bannister leading off against Tom Filer. A ground ball to third. That's the guy to test. Hatcher wins the battle. 1 out here in the first. Next up is Wayne Krenchicki. 3-2 count. Popping it straight up at home plate. Come on, Parrish. There we go. I'm sorry, that's Kennedy behind the plate today with his 81 arm. 2 down. Here's the bull, Greg Luzinski, leading the team with 18 home runs and a base hit into right. Wilson gets it back in quickly, so we have Greg Luzinski on first with 2 down and Jim Traber at the plate. 2-2 count. A ground ball to Whitaker, and that will do it. So, Orioles strand a runner. We go to the top of the second inning, no score. With Mickey Hatcher leading off. Hatcher, player of the game yesterday, had a good game with that double and home run. Here he dumps it into left center field, a little duck snort. Thinking about going for 2. We're going to say no. Not going to run on that Gold Glover in center field. So Hatcher, leadoff man on. Next up is Eddie Murray. Murray in a big slump, average down to 307. He could hit and run here, but I think we're going to let him take a cut. Ground ball, base hit past Castino at third. That'll move Hatcher up. So, runners on first and second for Terry Kennedy, who is having a rough go at it. His average is still at 288, but it has dropped considerably as he hits a deep fly ball to center. That could be deep enough for Hatcher to tag. 70% chance, only 1 down. We're going to risk it, and Hatcher is safe at third. So good base running from Hatcher. Now 1 down, we have the go-ahead run at first. For Glenn Wilson, this is absolutely a hit-and-run situation. Stay out of the double play with Murray, and maybe, if we're lucky, on a ground ball, get a run. So, oh, crap. Wilson didn't even take the bat off his shoulder, and Murray steals second. Heads-up base running from Murray. That is his 4th stolen base. With Murray going, Smith could not throw down to second, as Hatcher might make a break for it. So, smart play by Murray, getting his 4th stolen base. Here is Kirk Gibson, another Tiger who we've had to drop in the lineup. He has been pretty rough lately. And a base hit to center field. That should score 2. It does. It's 2-0 Detroit on the 2 RBI single from Gibby. Now, we could run Gibby here, but he's having a terrible year on the base path. I think he's 6 for 13. Yeah. So, considerably down from his 29 stolen bases last year. Let's go ahead and let Trammell, number 9 hitter, take a cut. Batting .302 versus righties. And he pops it up to first. Play is made by Traber. So the Tigers get the early lead. 2-0. Here is John Castino leading off against Filer. Wow, 2 for 2 with a home run in his career against Tom Filer. Sharply hit ground ball to first. There's 1 down. That will bring up Robin Yount. Full count, and it looked like ball 4 as he slices it to right field. How many? Wow, 12 pitch at bat. That was a battle. And Filer comes out on top. 2 outs. Here is Kenny Singleton, and he walks. Too many batters going to the full count for Filer not to walk somebody. 39 pitches here as Ray Smith is up next. Runner first, 2 down. And he rips it into the gap. Will Singleton score? No way. With that 56 speed, there's no way he was going to score from first. So that is Ray Smith's 16th double on the season. And it's going to take Rick Manning to drive in a run. He has been out for a month with a shoulder separation. Batting .275 versus Rays. One swing of the bat could tie the ball game here. Oh man, a wild pitch. I just put a whole message on the Baseball Mogul Facebook page about this exact situation, where we have no control over this. We call it moguling, and that's exactly what happened to Filer. He got moguled. There's a ground ball to third. You would expect an error there if it was going to be a bigger inning, but instead, Hatcher makes the play. A run scores on a wild pitch. That's crap. We go to the top of the third. 2-1, Detroit. Here is Sweet Lou leading off, top of the third. And he flips it over Castino's head down the left field line all the way to the wall. Whitaker coasts into second with his 9th double of the season. I don't think we have any Tigers in double-digit doubles this season. Chet Lemon was the closest one, and he probably would be there by now if he didn't get injured. Okay, so we have a runner in scoring position. Rickey Henderson's up. We're going to have Rickey hit to the right side. It's kind of like my version of sacrifice bunting. There's a ground ball to second. That will get Whitaker over. And I believe our boy Greg Brock here with a chance to get that run back. We're going to ask him for a sac fly. Really anywhere but center field is a guarantee. There we go. How about a base hit? 17-game hitting streak for the Brockness monster. Nice. So Brock's on first. It's 3-1. Hatcher, who had a double to lead off. I'm sorry, not to lead off, but in his first at-bat. Hits it deep here to center field onto the warning track, 359 feet. So we got all of it, but not enough. Wait, that doesn't make any sense. 2 down. Here's Eddie Murray, and Murray rips it to right. Frozen rope that Singleton catches for the 3rd out. So we go to the bottom of the 3rd. Tigers get a run on the RBI single from Brock. Now, Filer's at 48 pitches as the Orioles worked him over there in the 2nd. Bannister leading off the bottom of the 3rd with a ground ball. That's 3 clean plays for Hatcher. If I decide to go for it this season, I think we need to make a trade for a third baseman that can play some defense. That's on a short contract because we have so many third basemen. Wayne Krenchicki popping it up. We have Scotty Madison still in third in AAA. He has never had any major league experience, but he's better than Guy Solars. And they have Mike Pagliarulo in AA, and then we just drafted Matt Williams, who's in Single A. So we have some third basemen that we could, bank the future on as Luzinski gets a base hit. I believe he's 2 for 2 today. That's going to bring up Jim Traber. One swing of the bat could tie it up. He's got the pop to do it. 97 power, and he does it. A line drive into the bleachers in right center field, and the game is tied at 3. So Filer has been walking a thin line all game, really. It's a slow roller to short from Castino, and Trammell tosses him out. We're going to the top of the 4th, 3-all, and Terry Kennedy leading off. Kennedy, Wilson, Gibson due up. Kennedy popping it up in the foul ground. Just says he popped up. I'm assuming the first baseman came in to make the play on that. 1 down. Here's Glenn Wilson. Wilson struck out the first time up, and he hits it in the foul ground. Tigers can't locate the field of play this inning. 2 outs. Here's Gibby. And Gibby walks. There we go. Now we definitely will run Gibson. 73% chance of stealing second. Right? We're 2 down, and we have a number 9 hitter up. So what Trammell, if Gibson gets thrown out, Trammell leading off the next inning is a good thing. So this is where we take a chance. Here we go. Gibby on first. He's going right down the middle. And Gibson steals on a Fosh ball. Doesn't Boddicker know you don't throw a Fosh ball? In that type of situation, that's his 7th stolen base. And Gibson, the go-ahead run, is at second. Let's see if Trammell could drive him in. It's an 0-1 count. And he does. A base hit to right. Falls in front of Singleton. Gibson scores. We're going to send Trammell for 2. And he's out at second. And that's how Singleton gets the gold glove. Everybody runs on him. And occasionally he gets lucky. How many outfield assists does he have this season? He's got 6. He's got 6. He's probably has more than the entire Tigers team. And a .992 fielding percentage, despite having a negative defensive range and a negative defensive WAR. Crazy. All right. So we do get the lead. Let's see if we can keep the Orioles off the board as Robin Yount leads off the bottom of the 4th inning. Striking out. There we go. Tom Filer. Striking out Robin Yount. That's his first of the day. Next up is Kenny Singleton. He pops it up in the foul ground on the third base side. And Hatcher makes the catch. So 2 quick outs. This is exactly what Tom Filer needs as Ray Smith steps in. Sharply hit ground ball to third. And Hatcher's on fire on the hot corner. We go to the top of the 5th inning. Tigers are up a run. Mike Boddicker at 53 pitches, so he's been efficient giving up 4 runs. Sweet Lou leading off, striking out, 3 Ks for Boddicker. 6 pitch at bat though, that's what we need. Make him work for it. Boddicker strikes out, back-to-back Ks as Greg Brock steps in. He is no one to be fooled with during this stretch. Is a comebacker to Boddicker, and that will do it. So finally, a couple of bagels on the board back-to-back. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. We've got 2 lefties due up here against Filer, and I think we need to let Filer try to get an opportunity at a victory here as Rick Manning leads off. 2-0 count and a ground ball to second. Lou tosses him out. Off to a good start. Here is Alan Bannister. 3 for 6 in his career against Filer. He lines it to left. Play is made by Gibson. Gibson playing pretty decent left field out there. Part-time left fielder as he also DHs. And Wayne Krenchicki popping it up. Murray should make the catch. Yes, he does. Okay. So, Filer, solid performance. If we can get him one more inning, that would be a quality start. So here's Mickey Hatcher, leading off the top of the 6th inning. Let's take a look at the in-game stats. Player of the game so far. Gibson had the 2 RBIs in the 2nd inning. That was pretty big. Did Brock have the go-ahead RBI? I can't remember who that was now. So there's some candidates. And one of them is Mickey Hatcher. There's a ground ball to Castino at 3rd. Castino makes the play, 1 out. Next up is Eddie Murray. Oh man, that was a ball he should have laid off of. I guess it was high in the zone. For a moment, I thought that might be ball 4, but at least he worked into a deep count. 2 down. Here's Terry Kennedy, and Kennedy pops it up. Oh, an error by the catcher, Ray Smith, allows Kennedy to be safe at first, and the inning goes on. Nicely done. Okay, so Glenn Wilson is 0 for 2 today with a strikeout. That's a 1-1 count, and there's a ground ball to second. Oh, another. Okay, come on. This is crazy. I mean, we're keeping the magic alive here with Gibson. He already had a pretty good game, 1 for 1, 2 RBIs, and a walk. And he rips it into right for a base hit. Will Kennedy score? He does score on Singleton. Wilson goes to 3rd, and it's 5-3 Detroit. The errors definitely cost Boddicker here. That's an unearned run, nonetheless. Okay, here is Alan Trammell, 2 down. 1st and 3rd. We're going to let him swing away. I was thinking about Gibby stealing 2nd, but we'll let Trammell take a cut, and he strikes out. 5 Ks for Boddicker. Tigers get a run to extend the lead. It's 5-3. We head to the bottom of the 6th. And this is going to be it for Filer one way or another. He's at 80 pitches. I'd like to see him get a 1-2-3 inning here. Let's see how it plays out. Here's Greg Luzinski. Ground ball to 1st. Murray makes the play. There's 1 down. This is exactly how Filer wants to face Traber. Already gone deep. Home run here will still keep the Tigers in the lead. That's a flip down the right field line. So a base hit for Traber. We will definitely guard the lines here. That will prevent Traber scoring on an extra base hit and potentially get us a double play. John Castino up with 1 down, and he walks him. So that's going to be it for Tom Filer. Didn't really have the goods to get through 6. We tried to give him a shot. We're going to bring in Roy Thomas, who has been pretty decent for us. The 30-year-old veteran is making his 18th appearance. He's 0-1 with a 2.38 ERA. That is a career best. 17 Ks in 22 2/3 innings. Opponents are batting 156 against him. Looking at his splits, righties are batting 119. Lefties are only batting 206. Now, he has walked a lot of righties as well. That could be bad for us here. Overall, his fastball is rated a it's 91 mile an hour fastball. It's rated an 83. It's his best pitch. He is an 80 overall rating. And the right-hander goes to arbitration next season. We're going to play straight away now with Robin Yount up. Not a ton of speed on the base pass, so a double play is in order here. Here we go. 3-1. Ground ball to 2nd. I thought he was going to walk him. And a double play gets the Tigers out of the inning. Great job by Thomas. And that keeps Filer in line for the victory if we can pull it off. We go to the top of the 7th inning. Here is Sweet Lou leading off the inning. He's 1 for 3 with a strikeout today. Oh, Lou goes deep. The double play, and then we come back with a dong. Is that his 13th? That is his team-leading 13th home run. Coming from a leadoff hitter. He has an OPS of 821. That is amazing. His on-base percentage is .363. Lou, sneaky all-star possibility for the Tigers. We'll see if he gets some votes. Here is Rickey Henderson. Now Tigers are now up by 3. Rickey pulls a ground ball to third, and he's 0 for 4 on the day. That's going to bring up Greg Brock. His hitting streak is alive now at 17. Lazy fly ball into center field. There's out number 2. And that will bring up Mickey Hatcher. Hatcher goes to right with a base hit. That's the 9th hit today for the Tigers. We're going to go for 2. Keep the pressure on. And Hatcher is safe with the double. That could have been another outfield assist, but instead that will be Hatcher's 11th double on the season. And that's going to be all for Mike Boddicker as they're going to bring in Luis De Leon. 19th appearance in relief. 1-0 with a 5.87 ERA. 13 Ks in 23 innings pitched. Opponents are batting .290 against him. Fastball tops out at 92 miles an hour. His ground ball percent is low, 41.7%. Fastball's pretty decent, rated an 84. He's got a slider just below average. The 24-year-old right-hander goes to arbitration next season. Okay, so 2 down, runner in scoring position for Eddie Murray. He's batting .315 versus right-handers this year. And he pops it up to short, where Yount makes the catch. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Thomas only threw 5 pitches, so we're going to let him get one more inning here, beginning with Kenny Singleton. 2-2 count, and a pulled ground ball to Murray at first. 1 out. Next up is Ray Smith, in which Thomas walks. We've got 2 lefties coming up. Well, how does Bannister bat versus left-handers? Not great. So we're going to take out Roy Thomas. And we will bring in the creeper, Paul Gibson. Hi, guys. Just been kind of waiting patiently over here outside the window. Coming in from the bullpen. I've been watching you, though. Let's get to face Rick Manning with a runner on first. 1 down. Manning hits lefties pretty well for a left-hander. Oh, I guess he... Oh, this is a split a platoon thing that he does with Ron LaFleur. That's why not a lot of plate appearances. Okay, so runner at first. This seems like a good move. Let's see how this plays out. 1-1 count. And a comebacker to the creeper, and the creeper boots it. I think with Bill H's Facebook post popping up there, it must have confused the creeper. And now we've got real world problems here. We got to pull the outfield in. I do kind of feel a moguling brewing on the stove. Striking out Bannister for out number 2. That will bring up Wayne Krenchicki. Gibson, Paul Gibson, 1 pitch away from getting out of this jam. And a ground ball to third. Hatcher. Oh, he makes the play. I was holding my breath. Turning blue. We go to the top of the 8th inning. Tigers are up by 3. Luis De Leon still in the ball game. He's going to face his former teammate. Wow, lots of comments. Thank you, Shane M. Okay, here's Terry Kennedy. Leading off against his former teammate, Luis De Leon. Both played for the Padres at one point. Kennedy grounds out to first. He is horrible right now and pretty hard to throw out there. Wilson's taking an 0 for today. Not a great performance from Wilson either, as he pops out to foul ground on the third base side. 2 down. Here's today's hero, I would think. It's Gibson. He's 2 for 2. A walk, a stolen base, and 3 ribbies. Oh, he gets sawed off there. Popping it straight up, carrying to the outfield grass where the second baseman, Krenchicki, makes the play. So we're going to the bottom of the 8th inning. We are absolutely not letting the creeper pitch to the bull. We are going to bring in our right-handed setup man, Dave Smith, who finally had a good outing his last time. Yesterday, I guess it would have been. Yeah, it was yesterday's game. He went 1 in the 3rd inning and gave up nothing. But if you take a look at his last 4 appearances, he was shite. So let's see if he can keep the Orioles in check. Greg Luzinski leading off, striking him out. There we go. Maybe Smith has worked it out a bit. 1 down. With Jim Traber. He has not. He walked Traber. So once again, this is a guard the line situation. We are up by 3, but I like the added possibility of getting a double play here. Traber on first, 1 down. Castino hits a fly ball into left center field. Caught by Gibson. 2 down. Now we'll go back to playing regular depth with Robin Yount and 2 outs. There's a ground ball to short. Trammell makes the play, and we're going to the 9th inning. Feeling pretty good about our boys as De Leon comes out to start the 9th inning. He's only thrown 7 pitches to get 4 outs. That's kind of impressive. Here's Trammell leading off. Fly ball to right. Singleton running in, making the catch. We're back to the top of the lineup. Here's Lou. Lou, 2 for 4 on the day. Hits a ground ball to second. 2 down, and that's going to leave it up to Rickey Henderson to get something going. He'll take anything right now. He's 0 for 4 with a strikeout. He gets some good wood. Finally gets a little bit of pop in his bat. 338 feet, and that will do it. Okay, so a couple of things. We are taking out Hatcher and bringing in Dougie Baker. And we're going to take out Dave Smith and bring in our closer, Roger Weaver, kind of getting over his own issues. 32nd appearance, 3-3, that 5.04 ERA, 19 Ks in 30 and the 3rd innings pitched. Opponents are batting .274 against him now. 14 saves, 3 blueies. And, yeah, he's coming off a rough stretch here. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's given up runs in 5 of his last 7 appearances. He did get a save in his last appearance, in which he was also bad. But we got to show some trust in Weaver. So Weaver comes in, trying to lock it down. He's got the bottom of the order. It's 7, 8, and 9, starting with Kenny Singleton. 1-0 count to Singleton. A ground ball to Baker. Find you as soon as you get in the ball game. Baker throws him out. There's 1 down. Next up is Ray Smith. That is a deep fly ball to left center field on the warning track. Play is made by Gibson. 2 outs. And that will bring up the left-hander, Rick Manning. It's up to Manning to keep this game alive. A ground ball to Trammell. And a quiet ninth inning. Wow. I can't remember the last time we had one of those. Tigers win 6-3. Handshakes, butt slaps. Slappy steaks. Okay, so, the Creeper's going to miss 4 days due to a strained abdomen. He hurt himself crawling back out a window. That'll happen. Okay, let's take a look at the standings. No trade offers. All right. Well, we push Baltimore back another game, and Boston loses as well. So we've won 3 in a row after having that horrible, horrible stretch. I'm starting to become a believer again. Seattle is now within 3.5. Oh, so is Oakland. So we go home. We're going to face Oakland next, and this is a serious contender here. Their team ERA is amazing. We'll do a deeper dive into them tomorrow, where we'll take a look at their entire pitching staff. We'll see how awesome they are. Let's take a look at the headlines. What is James writing about today? James, you've had 2 days off in a row. And he wrote nothing. Let's take a look at transactions. Only 2 things, I guess. Things are a little bit out of order here. But, of course, our Paul Gibson is going to miss 4 days. And Randy Scarberry has retired at age 31 from the White Sox. That's Randy Scarberry. And he pitched 1 year in the majors, 1979. He wasn't really horrible either in any way. He had 4 saves, but that's all he had to offer. Okay, let's pull up the box score and get out of here. Thanks for watching, guys. Like and or subscribe. That's a nice thing to do. Player of the game, who dat? It is going to be Kirk Gibson, his 8th player of the game. He had 2 hits, 3 RBIs, all clutch. I guess it was technically Trammell, though, that had the RBI that gave us the lead. But I feel like Gibson really contributed. We were going to win that game anyway. Whitaker hit his 13th home run. He also had a double. Wow. And Hatcher got his 11th double on the year. Tom Filer pitched, once again, just good enough to get the win. He goes to 5-1, and Roger Weaver, a revelation, gets his 15th save. Boddicker takes the loss. He is 3-4 on the season. Okay, we're going to come back tomorrow with Game 1 of the 3-game series against Oakland. Be sure to check out this football card box opening that I did a little bit earlier today. It was a lot of fun, and I pulled a really good card, actually. Surprising. We're going to come back tomorrow. Until then, everyone, have a great day.